Okay, you're on. So how did you know Desmond?
I got a call from one of his church members who had connected with a producer, a guy named Robert McKee. He's a guru of story all over the world.
Uh-huh.
And Robert recommended I talk with him, and
Yes.
so I met him at a Denny's
Interesting.
in east. It was about 20 miles east of Los Angeles.
Yes.
And it was a humbling experience. I mean, I'd never met a Medal of Honor winner.
Yes.
And talking to him, as we talked about the story, the first thing he said was, "Don't glorify me. This is about a story about what I believe in."
Wow.
And he got some ribs blown out, and if you watch the movie Hacksaw Ridge in the end, where it shows a picture of him with his arm in a sling up, like he got a piece of his bicep blown out. And I said, how was it you could do that under those? I mean, you got to figure bullets are unforgiving.
Yeah.
And he just said, that was my job. That's what I had to do. And he did save Japanese soldiers also. And the thing about, Lord, just one more, just help one more, that actually is what he said. And the story, is the movie. They always take some literary license. But the fact of the matter is, this guy did something that most people who knew him in the boot camp stories were. It was not a good experience for him, but he didn't care. That's what he was going to do, and not carry a weapon into the worst carnage of the Pacific.
Wow.
And my instinct was to get up in the restaurant and say, "Hey guys, let me introduce you to," but I just knew he'd probably jump up and strangle me, as gentle as he was,
Yeah.
And but I actually wrote a treatment for it, but the guy that said he was his producer just didn't have any money, and so we didn't go any farther than that. But it roamed Hollywood for a while. Finally, Gibson, who's really told a great story.
Yes.
And if you look at this the program used to be This Is Your Life, I think, where you're on television.
Okay.
You go to YouTube and see it, and the guys who are the real guys, like the guy who gave him such a rough time, the officer, and said, then the irony was that he saved my life. And it was really touching. He was such a good guy, and he was a little guy. He wasn't big.
Oh man.
So that's my recollection.
Awesome. I thank you so much.
The only thing that I wish I would have done, I wish I would have had him sign the book.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.